Oh my god, what a great character. But me criticizing this character, oh, that's the real problem. It's not. These writers wouldn't know good writing if it bit him in the frickin' 2-pack. That part was hilarious, but it didn't last too long because it's Disney. Oh, hi there. Sorry, full-blown warning. I am a little sick, so if my voice just happens to break off, that's why. Opened this fantastic scene with Riri just of course celebrating her crimes. And then we pretty much get a background as to why everyone in the Sticky Bandits is doing what they're doing. And honestly, it just makes them look even worse. Apparently Slug wants to open a Michelin restaurant, which I doubt that this character is even willing to work that hard, but whatever. The show has never shown us that this character even likes to cook. We've never seen this character in the kitchen or bringing cookies that they said that they made at home. Like nothing, not a zilch that would explain this character likes to cook and that is an important part of their lives. But of course we don't get that. Her clown, who is actually my least favorite character because of this reason. She says that she wants to open a school for underprivileged kids, only to use it for money laundering. Oh my god, what a great character. But me criticizing this character, oh, that's the real problem. So-called blood siblings, they want to start a underground fight club, which is like, it's so freaking stupid. Like, have you seen the movie Fight Club? It's not. These writers wouldn't know good writing if it bit him in the freaking 2-pack. Seriously, I doubt that costs any money. Like, what are you two, like... Oh my god. She just wants to work on the suit, of course. We already know her motivations. She just cares about herself. By the way, there's a scene here where John slams Clown's face onto the table because she was messing around with Parker's hood. But don't worry guys, this is Disney, so he quickly had to apologize. Riri starts getting curious as to why Parker has the hood or what exactly it is, or you know, what kind of special powers are they. So she kind of starts talking to him, which brings... This scene was so irritating that I almost legitimately stopped watching. They were having a conversation, and then the hood brings up the fact that, you know, you're working with criminals. Then she said, I'm only doing this because I have to, not because I'm a criminal. And she's like, oh, I'm building something iconic. Okay, so you're building something iconic. You're not building something to help your community like you said in episode 1. And even if you wanted to make something iconic, it's not iconic. Iron Man, Tony Stark already beat you to it. Parker, the hood is magic and somehow helps him protect the people that he cares about, which is better motivation than this perra. The next heist is a company that is an agritech and apparently makes massive foods, and somehow that is putting farmers out of business. How? As the audience member, we don't know how, because we're not seeing the effects that these companies are having in the community. You are just telling us that they are. It'd just be nice to see the effects. That way when they go on these missions, we can actually cheer them on instead of just sitting back and just hoping for them to get it over with already. So this is where the story gets so freaking stupid. It's so freaking stupid. Okay, so apparently Riri wants to know what the hood is, okay? So she wants to cut a piece of it out. However, Riri can't go into the greenhouse where the CEO is because apparently the greenhouses have metal detectors, which again, why? She needs to get it, and I'm just like, why now? Wait a couple days after the mission. I mean, you saw Clown just willy-nilly mess around with the hood earlier. Why not wait until everyone is like asleep or celebrating or distracted and then get a piece of the hood? Why do it during a mission, you idiot? She needs to sneak in a laser to cut the cloak, and Riri uses Joe's biomesh technology in order to cover the laser, which apparently is going to help keep it from being detected from the metal, but not for too long. However, Joe said that please be careful because if you were to lose it, it could easily be tracked to me. We find out that he is actually Obadiah Stane's son, Ezekiel Stane. And that's not the part that messes with me. The part that messes with me is when he says, I don't want to be like my father. And I'm sorry, can people in the comments section please let me know? Because from what I remember, it was actually Obadiah Stane who was a black arms dealer moving Tony Stark weapons and giving it to the terrorists, which is how they were able to attack Tony Stark in the first place. Like, I don't know, am I correct in this? It's like you're following your father's footstep. What? Natalie takes control while Riri tries to cut the cloak. And of course, they mess up and they trigger the alarm, which apparently makes all the greenhouses go into lockdown and has them release CO2, which anyone that knows, an insane amount of CO2 in the air will kill you. Basically suffocate you to death. Riri is trying to escape without being noticed by everyone because her suit is floating outside with Natalie while she's in there doing her thing. However, she runs into John, and then John, being kind of sort of smart, puts 2 and 2 together and starts to beat the living bejesus out of Riri. That part was hilarious, but it didn't last too long because it's Disney. Kind of sort of start to pass out because the CO2 levels are getting high, and this is the crazy part. Natalie comes to rescue Riri, and they both leave John behind to suffocate in the high CO2 levels. I am not kidding you. She just killed someone. She just killed someone. Are you kidding me? It's the worst thing about it. She flies off and Parker starts asking where is John, and she goes off and pretends to look for him. What a horrible character. And the worst part about it is she lost the biomesh that Joe gave him. So now Joe is implied and now he's gonna go to jail. All of that happened because of Riri's fault. And then she starts having a panic attack. Not because of the murder she just committed, but because she realized that she can be tracked using the biomesh that she left behind. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The possibility of her facing the consequences of her own actions, it's what's carrying her, not the murder that she just committed. We see Parker call onto a demon, and who reveals that Riri was responsible for John's death. That was solved very quickly. So Ironheart is officially a villain story. I don't care what people say about it. And now I'm actually rooting for Parker because Riri did kill his best friend. And I definitely want to go into it for the next episode because I have some thoughts in that episode. But if you have your own, oh darling, leave it down in the comment section below. Leave a like and subscribe on your way there. Sorry, my voice keeps cracking. I will see you all for the next one. Bye.